This morning we're at a very special place, which is the Neka Art Museum, just to the north and west of Ubud. Very important place to go to for several reasons. I'll tell you why in a minute. The first important reason is for what's just behind me, the Balinese painting pavilion. If you want to bone up quickly on Balinese painting styles of the 20th century, this gallery or series of galleries is a lesson, an easy lesson. In the first gallery, you can see the Kamasan style. This is the style of painting that was predominant when Lempad was a boy, when he was learning his craft. Kamasan paintings are now considered very traditional. The subject matter is always religious, mythical, and it's characterised by a restricted palette, three-quarter profile faces, other aspects to the style. And it's used to tell important stories culturally. Stories of battles, stories of kingdoms, stories of religious faith. This is the style that Lempad first grew up with. Next gallery is a gallery of the Ubud style, which Lempad helped originate, characterised by a single flat perspective plane, but perspective nevertheless, and scenes of people going about their daily lives, as well as more mythical scenes. Balinese people never bothered painting daily life until the demand for their pictures came from tourists and visitors. Lempad was one of the first generations that found that they could actually make a living from making paintings and drawings and selling them to tourists. Two rooms on, there's a gallery of the Batuan style. Painting in Batuan took a different tack, characterised by a black background and lots of little figures. But once again, mostly scenes of daily life, very much like the Ubud style. Rangda and the Barong dance. Out the back door and up the stairs to the right there's the R.E. Smith pavilion, and below that there's the school of younger Balinese painters that he inspired, known as the Young Artists style, characterised by freer use of colour, contemporaneous or almost so with Frida Kahlo, a little bit later than Gauguin, but you get the drift. The Young Artists School. Once again building on what was done at Ubud style and Batuan style with the scenes of daily life. In this case, I think a Legong dance with the gamelan orchestra in the background. Since I was here last, the young artist paintings seem to have been scrunched into a corner to make way for a contemporary Balinese painting, which is a bit too recent and complicated for me to go into, not pretending to know more than I do. The northeast position is the most important position of any yard or building, or more specifically the east and upstream end. This is occupied by the Lempad pavilion, dedicated entirely to the works of I Gusti Nyoman Lempad. First thing you see is a couple of relief carvings, bas-reliefs, and these began as pen drawings by Lempad, been faithfully reinterpreted by Iwayan Pasti. This is a scene, a happy scene from the end of the story of the Brayat family. Might talk about that later. This is another scene from the Brayat family story. Inside you can see what I understand to be the largest private collection of Lempad's drawings that's open to the public. You can see scenes from several stories important to Balinese Hindu and Buddhist culture, the Tantri tales, the Ramayana, and of course the Brayat family. Many of these were collected by Lempad's friend, mentor and then collaborator, the German artist Walter Spies. He left them in the care of a friend before he became a prisoner of war in World War II, and he ended up going down with a shipload of fellow prisoners destroyed by the Allied bombing. But the legacy is priceless. There's more to the Neka Museum than I've outlined in this brief introduction, but as you may have gathered, my main interest in visiting, as often as I do, is the work and influence of I Gusti Nyoman Lempad. The Neka is Bali's oldest private art museum. The teacher and art dealer Pandey Wayan Suteja Neka started it after he realised that the best of the new Balinese paintings and drawings were leaving the country and local artists couldn't see them or learn from them. Pat Neka also bears the rare and possibly unique cultural title Jejeneng Umpu Keris, JMK, as the recognised world expert in the culture and lore of the traditional weapon, the Keris. In an upstairs gallery, you can see a magnificent and valuable collection of these short wavy swords, made by laminating steel with iron in a very traditional process steeped in ritual. Some of the very old high-status blades use meteoric iron. I think that practice stopped in the 18th century, meteoric iron being a little bit rare. The title Pandey is a clan title used by traditional blacksmiths and armourers, so if you meet anyone whose name starts with the word Pandey, you've met one of the Balinese smiths. The Neka Museum also has a large collection of contemporary Balinese painting and sculpture, a bookshop worth checking out, and a cafe. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Vivian, and hope you can join me again soon for another edition of Art, Ritual and Myth.